Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a frontal lace wig, and I'm just going to show you guys how I measure and separate my wefts throughout the wig. I separate them an inch apart. This is my baseline for how I sew my wefts on the wig, but as you can see throughout the video, I kind of do my own thing. But this is for those who are just learning how to make a wig. This is a great way for you to know how to space out your wefts without your wig being too thick or too thin. So I pinned down my 13 by 4 frontal lace wig. I make sure it's half an inch or to an inch in front of your wig cap so that it'll be the correct placement on your head whenever you put the actual wig on your head. I pinned down the wig and I made sure that there's no lumps from the front to the back. So I pinned the front part of the frontal down and the back part of the frontal down. Now I am showing you the technique that I used to sew my frontal on, and I went ahead and did a knot for the thread, and now I am sewing towards me, and then I am putting the thread over the needle, and you can do that as many times as you want to get a tighter knot, but I am just going to do it one time because in the future I will probably use these bundles as clip-ins since it's the same texture as my hair. So you continue to do that, and you're going to make sure that you put the thread over the needle so that it will create one knot, and you will continue this way all the way through. Now I am using 16, 18, and 20-inch Burmese curly bundles. I'm not going to cut the wefts. I am just going to double the weft each time I sew. So whenever I sew, I put the needle through the actual bundle just for the beginning of the placement and towards the end of the placement when there's no more bundles left. I'm sewing from left to right. I am using the I'm using the white line as my guideline, but you'll see whenever I continue to sew that I'm not really using it. It's just for those who really need to know where to place the wig. The bundles. And so I am now going underneath the bundles after I sew through it after the first time. If that makes sense. Now I am showing you that I'm wrapping it around once, twice. You can wrap it as many times as you want to make the bundle feel secure. I'll probably just do it twice at the most because, again, I'm going to probably use these for clip-ins later on. Also, I usually machine stitch my wigs, but I recognize that whenever I machine stitch my wigs, I can't take the bundles off after. So I'm stuck with it, and then also it makes the wig cap less stretchable, if you know what I mean. So I went back to my old method, and I'm just going to sew from left to right, and you'll see a stitching pattern as I continue to move forward. Whenever you're sewing your wefts down, make sure that you do not sew over the black lines as you see coming down. Those two lines, make sure you do not sew on them because you want your wig cap to stretch. As you see right here, I'm going through the weft once again, and that's because I want it to be flat and I'm not cutting the weft. So that is the only time where I go through the bundle. So I'm going through the bundle, and it definitely makes sure that the bundle lays flat and you don't have any like flyaways. And this is a way to make sure that it's flat and secure and that you do not have to cut your wefts and that you can use your wefts later for other things. Now I'm on my second bundle. And whenever I start my second bundle, once again, I go through the bundle and I am attaching it to the first bundle, and then I continue to sew as the method I've been showing you. Now I'm to the top. Of course, I fast forwarded. I wish it was like this in real life. But whenever you're at the top, just make sure that you're doing the same method across left to right. And you're going to want to make sure that you're not sewing your weft on your frontal. If you sew your weft on your frontal, you're not going to be able to lay it flat properly. It's not going to lay down properly. So make sure you're not sewing your bundle to your weft. Leave a little bit of space, okay? Now I'm just cutting per usual, cutting the wig cap where the frontal lies, so that the black part of the wig cap will not be showing or will not be there whenever I apply my frontal. So I do like this method a lot because look how much it stretches. I'm about to show you my wig that I machine stitched. This wig right here, it is so hard to stretch. It's okay. I mean, it stretches, but I really, really like when I hand make them, but I still machine stitch it for more so straight hair. I'm using a razor, yes, a regular razor to do these baby hairs, okay, because it looks natural. You can use a razor from your local beauty supply or what you have at home. I'm not going anywhere. I have a newborn, so it's gonna work. That's that. Okay, I'm adding some water, and then I do some oil, some mousse. And I did a little plucking for my frontal. I bleached the knots. This was all off camera. I'm using my foam, and then I'm just making some very natural baby hairs. And I'll do that off camera probably, so because at this point I'm exhausted and ready to go. So there you have it. This is my wig, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. If you have any more questions, comments, or concerns, make sure that you leave it below, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you guys for watching.